Welcome to our show. This is show number 20. Today is May 13th, and as you know, we are a working motorcycle shop here inside of Yankee Dave's Motorsports at 1170 Oslo Road. Michelle is with us today, but she is working on an invoice for a customer who's in the shop. She says, hi everybody. So I guess I'm going to open it even without our rock, paper, scissors, shoot, because we did that before we went on. And it's on me today. Yay! So as you guys know, our show is here to educate and inspire other women riders in our area and around the world. We cover a lot of topics of discussion regarding the life of a biker, whether you own your own or whether you are a passenger on the back. It's all the same, wind in the hair, riding experiences, right? We love that. So we do have a great show planned for you today. Remember the last time I had to do this by myself? I was such a flubbering fool, and I'm not today. Because Michelle has given me great confidence. Okay, so the show we have today is Today we announced the second winner of our Yankee Babe calendar. We had another couple of women, and everyone voted, and our second winner will be announced today. Our product highlight is this week is going to be decorative braids for your helmet. Michelle's going to go over all that with you. Our spiritual spin is, I got to tell you, the planetary alignment is really crazy right now, so I'm going to go over that a little bit with you. We did just have a new moon that passed, and the planetary alignment's really in a good space today and for the rest of the week. So I'm going to go over that with you in our spiritual spin. And then the topic for this week is really geared for those who drive cars, as I call them, cages. And it's how you can help stay safe around motorcycles, what you should look out for when you're driving in your car in regards to being aware of motorcycles, and what we do in regards to being aware of the cars and cages around us.
Thank you, darling.
So we would love for you to get on the conversation. You can comment here or send your questions or comments to 2cctr@gmail.com, or just jump on and get into our chat. I am going to go on right now and pull up our live feed on YouTube like we always do. And here comes Michelle.
Here's Johnny.
Yes, here's Johnny. She looks so good today. I just love her.
I'm a purple people eater today. Hi, everybody.
Girl.
Hi.
Brown-eyed, flying purple people eater.
We haven't seen
Usually it's
each
me
other.
in the purple.
I know. I wanted to match Amy today, and it backfired on me terribly. Bitch.
You know, it's funny because usually it's
I'm gonna
me
whip back.
in purple, but not today.
No.
Not today. Here's Johnny. I'm going to turn my
Hi,
volume
Johnny.
off.
Thanks for watching and checking in. I'm going to be a little bit rude in the background while we get going, and I'm just going to open up our chat box so that we can see what's going on with everybody. We had three new customers coming in, and I would love it if Dave, if you would get a picture of Christine on the back of the bike, because I'd love you to be a babe of the week one week, if you'd like.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Christine.
So she's such a cutie and such a
She
sweet
is.
Rhode Island in the house.
For real. We are all Northerners. How about that?
I
Loving
know.
the life in Florida.
I know. And you know what? Southerners are welcome too. You know, we're all
Absolutely.
Yankees. Because the reason we did the Yankee Daves, you know, it was a little slower on words because we moved to North Carolina for a little while, and they were like, oh, you're a Yankee, blah, blah, blah. So when Dave opened up here, he said, I want people to really know
that I'm a Yankee.
what they're getting. But as I researched the word, it really is a slang that people in Europe use for Americans. So we're all Yankees. Everybody
That's
in
right.
America.
It's
Everybody
called
wants
the
it.
Yankee.
Yeah, so.
Awesome
Yeah,
sauce.
I know. That's way off topic, but
That's
that's
okay.
what I do. That's what I do best.
It is. Listen, and that's part of our show, right? Is we just go with the flow.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about what it's like when you're in a car, what you should look out for with bikes around you. You know, I see stickers all the time, watch out for motorcycles, watch out for motorcycles. And I'm a firm believer that loud pipes save lives.
Yep.
Right? And my bike's in the shop today. Dave's working on it. I'm getting my oil changed, my transmission changed, a little check over on my bike.
Make sure it's nice and loud.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna order new pipes actually, because I want my bike to be a little louder than it is.
Nice. I love my Vance and Hines. They're super loud.
Yeah, one of the things my sons did was like, Mom, when you're riding, you want to get somebody's attention, clutching, rev it.
Yep.
To let them know, like, well, I'm here.
And that's one of the things, like for those that are in a cage, and for those of you that don't know what a cage is, you're probably driving one. But it's a car. It's a car. Right. It's a vehicle. So we call it a cage because you've got all the four walls around you and you're in a cage.
It's like being in a cage to me too.
Yeah,
it really is when I use one.
You have like 60% visibility in a car. 40% of your visibility is blind spots. So there's a 40% chance that
there's
there's a bike somewhere in the proximity. So we're going to go over like some things you can do. And one of the things are like as a rider, which we'll talk about next week, and I have something very exciting to tell you.
Oh boy!
But not you. You have to wait and see. Viewers. It's a surprise.
We surprise each other all the time, and I think that's one of the things I love best about us. And we do it a lot on here.
I know. We surprise ourselves. I surprise myself anyways. So.
Oh, I can't wait for for some of our upcoming shows. We got together and this weekend and did our business meeting, and we came up with some really good shows.
Yeah.
All the way through June. Now we have topics. July. We have topics into July.
Yeah.
But what we love is when you guys send in stuff you want us to discuss. That's awesome too, right?
And when you interact, which I'm sure a bunch of you are, because we do have a bunch of people that interact and follow us.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to get that set up. I put together a little list. Of course, Amy made a really good point about our how we work together. And at first I was like, no, that's not true, because that's what we do. We have to be like, no, that's not true. But she brings we mix in the personal experience, but Amy brings a spin-off from the viewer, from our perspective. And I'm like the techie geek. I got to get all the documentation. I got to get all the information. So when we're printing up for our show, there's 15 pages of data that we need you to go through.
Well, it is.
If you would like a printout of all the data, just let me know.
Yeah.
So I am loading up our chat screen now.
Perfect.
And it should take a second, so just give us a second. So if you have said hello and we haven't said hello back to you, we're not being rude. Our chat's just not up yet.
So while we're doing all that, I just want you guys to know that Mayor DeSantis here in the state of Florida, our governor DeSantis,
yes,
he has proclaimed May as Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month.
Mm-hmm.
So this month we're going to be kind of feeding off of that, and we're going to be going over a lot of safety stuff in regards to riding and people who ride cages versus us on the bikes. So we're going to be going over a lot of that and recognizing the importance of reducing motorcycle fatalities in Florida, because motorcyclists are vulnerable. The road users, we're hard to see sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Michelle was saying, that 40% of what you can see in your vehicle is in your blind spots.
Yeah.
Right? And
so when you hear a motorcycle revving,
yeah,
they're not trying to be like, look at me, I'm a big badass, trying to get, look at me, tough. They're saying, I'm here.
Right.
Really.
Yeah.
We, we're saying, we're here.
Watch out, we're here, right?
Yeah.
And I do that a lot, especially when I want to go in switch lanes, right? And I never noticed how distracted drivers are in vehicles until I'm on a motorcycle. Everyone's got their face like this.
Texting.
It drives me insane. So when I see that, I rev my bike.
Mm-hmm.
And I will go like this to people, like, watch what you're doing, man, because I'm on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
If you tap us at 5 miles an hour, we're going down.
We're going down hard at 5 miles
right.
an hour.
Right.
And that was from our
show last week, right?
Ride for the talking like 18 miles an hour. You can shred your jeans if you dump.
15 miles an hour, something like that. In 5 seconds, your jeans shred apart on a motorcycle.
So, cars. if we're revving our engine, we're just saying we're here. We're
Just
looking
wave,
for you.
be
We
like,
see
yeah, what's
you.
up?
We see you when we're out on the road. But
Please see us.
yeah, please see us. And we do have a list. Like there's some things here.
Okay.
Oh, for motorists.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also, I've got a fact sheet. Are they both the same?
Hi, Sissy. My sis is watching. Hey.
Hi, Sissy. Yeah, we don't
We
have.
miss you, flirt. She's no longer a Floridian. I demoted her
thought
to
you were
a
gonna call her a
snowbird.
flirt.
No, she's
Your
no
sister
longer a
flirting with you.
Floridian. She's a snowbird now. She hasn't been home in weeks and weeks, and she ain't coming home for weeks and weeks more. But that's okay. We still love her. We miss her at dinner for her laughter. But go ahead. Anyway, that's a
If
topic
you're
of
in a
discussion.
cage or if you're in a car, here's some tips that you can follow. And these are, you can find these online if you just Google, Governor DeSantis. I mean, what am I saying?
Governor DeSantis.
I keep wanting to call him Dukakis. I don't know why. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
Anyways, yeah, so you can find these things online. If you're turning in an intersection and your view of oncoming traffic is partially obstructed, no, do this to yourself. First slap yourself.
I send Michelle emojis and gifts, and it's like this chick going, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's the first thing that you want to do.
Hey, look, I don't even have to put my hand up. Ready? Boom. Boom. Boom.
So we have somebody, I think, from our group saying hello. We got, hi, Michelle.
Hi.
And in our
That's
Creative
my
Chic
sister.
that ride, oh, it is, okay.
Yeah.
Hello, darling. Hi, sissy. Yeah, so after you do that, Amy's very good at that. Wait until you can see around the obstruction, sufficiently scanned for all roadway users. And that does include pedestrians and bicyclists.
Motorcyclists,
I
right?
think that goes without saying,
It does, but a lot of people are so distracted.
And
You gotta
motorcyclists.
really be
Yeah.
aware what the heck you're doing.
Proceed with caution, slow your decision-making process down at intersections.
Right,
Get off
so
the
take
phone.
that extra second, right? Like our friend, Kat, has this new thing in her car where she has to drive the speed limit. She says 65% on her insurance.
Oh, yeah.
So she literally has to stop at a light
Look.
or a stop sign, count 5, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, to 5 before she can proceed. And listen, I never realized how long that is. I'm like, come on, at 3. By the time she hits 3, I'm like, come on.
Let's do it now. Because only 5 seconds, right?
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. That's a long ass time to stop at a
If I had
red
to do
light.
that before going to the bathroom, I would not make it.
No, we'll do the wiggle dance into the bathroom.
It'd be like
But-
1 Mississippi.
But
Oh,
for real though, like that's a long. What I'm saying in regards to that is that makes us take that pause.
yeah.
It takes the pause that will save a life.
Mm-hmm.
I
We're
watch
moms, we're grandmoms, we're
Yeah.
sisters, we're daughters.
every person that's on a motorcycle has a loved one at home waiting for them to get there.
Mhm.
I mean, and people in cars
Even if
too.
it's a cat or a dog.
Yeah, I need to get a
It's a
cat.
loved
I got mice. We got a mouse in the
Want
house.
to borrow my cat?
My sister said get a cat. My mom said, where am I moving? My mom hates cats.
So,
I'll get a snake instead. Yeah, so
You wanna-
proceed
yeah.
with caution, right?
yep.
So it says here that one reaction time and the ability to assess and respond to a potential collision, such as a lane change, easy enough as that.
So
It's
serious.
significantly hindered by if there are large differences in speed. So I'm pulling out
Yeah.
on the US 1, right? And I'm at a turning lane on US 1 because we have a lot of those here in Florida. All turning lanes you can go proceed on red, right? If I see this car barreling down the road and they're doing the speed limit, that's one thing. Most people don't drive the speed limit. They go 10,
No.
20 miles over the speed limit.
Yeah.
You need to gauge how fast you can get out there. Or
Right.
how fast they're coming at you.
Yeah. And a lot of them are coming pretty darn fast.
Yeah. See, the women that I ride with and the people that I ride with, especially when we're riding in a group of 2 or more, we don't pull out until both bikes can come out.
Yeah.
And like this weekend, I did a run with about 4 or 5 other bikes up to Earl's, of course, because that's my favorite pizza joint. And twice I had to pull out into the road and sit there and let all the bikes out because people were just being penis heads. To be honest with you, they really were.
Is your mom watching the show?
My mom said penis heads is okay.
Penis heads is okay. All right.
So they pull out onto the road. So I pull out first, and I'm like,
yeah.
And I'll sit there, I'll block the lane of traffic. And my son Joel taught me that. Thanks, Joel.
I know. That's a good tip, too.
Yep.
And so that's for the motorcyclists, but for the cars, like what we're telling you is that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? Like the person that's stopping the traffic isn't, you know, trying to be a dick. I can say it because my mom's not watching. Penis head. Penis head. Sorry, Mom. Amy's mom. She's probably counting my swears now.
I can see my mom at home going like this.
Oh, did I tell you? I know we gotta stay on topic, but I think we have a YouTube watcher that's counting our swears. Because they were like 18 VO something. But I think it's like
violations of speech or something.
Yeah, bad words. And 18 of them, FYI. And I was like, are you counting our swears? So thank you. Good looking out. But yeah, 18 of them. I'm hoping that
penis head is not a swear.
No, I'm hoping that was between the two of us, so that would only be like 9 each.
It was probably 12 on Amy, 2 on Michelle. That's okay. Don't worry about it.
Allow a motorcyclist full lane width, people. Again, Amy, cue Amy.
For real. Yeah. Here you go. Doosh, doosh, doosh.
I mean, even though we're small, we have the legal right to that whole lane, and we need it. And here's something that really shows up that's important to know is if you may see a motorcyclist riding in front of you that's like they may look like they're riding erratically. They're swerving like this, or they're speeding up, and they're slowing down, or they're dodging. What we do when we're out on the bikes is that you don't see in cars is potholes. A dead animal in the road. You don't want to be hitting that stuff. Somebody in front of us may have some flying debris. You know, in Florida there was a law to strap down your stuff, but you know, if you don't get caught doing it, all this crap's flying out the back. So we have to really constantly be adjusting our speed and where we are in that lane.
Because that's our safety zone.
Yeah, to be
our safety zone. It's not like a vehicle, right? Like a vehicle, you ride down the road, you hit a pothole, boom, boom, your tire goes. We hit a pothole, we're going airborne. Mm-hmm. Right? So there's a big difference in that. Mm-hmm. Big difference in that. So when you're around any motorcyclist, when you're in the car, watch what that motorcyclist is doing.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able to adjust to what that motorcyclist is doing. Yep. And let me tell you something. I go like this when I ride. Why? Because of those potholes. Mm-hmm. I go quick around a vehicle because I'm riding behind a truck that's kicking rocks at me. Mm-hmm. Right? I get hit in the face with a rock. That is not fun. It's happened.
Or it's somebody on a cell phone. Yeah. And clear, because we see you. We see you in your cage. We can see you. You may not think we can, but we're in the open air. We see 360 degrees around. We look, we see you texting. We see you on the phone. We see you not paying attention. We will go around you. We will go around you fast. And we will go around you loud. Loud so that you can see us, and fast because we don't want to be anywhere near your ass because the chances of you seeing us, hi Cat, thanks for checking in with us. So excited. Got our posse.
I know the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that, listen, we shouldn't have to tell motorists, don't text and drive, don't talk and drive, don't put on your fucking makeup, your freaking makeup when you're driving.
I know, because you're only going to look good when the officer slaps the cuffs on you for running us down. It's the only good that lipstick's going to do.
I'm really a good-hearted person, and I'm kind and loving and caring to everybody. Mess with me on my bike, and I'm super psycho woman.
I've seen it. No, I haven't. Well,
oh yeah, you have.
Okay. Motorcycles is. Oh, this is you. Sorry, I'm like reading yours.
Where's that? Because motorcyclists are smaller than most of your vehicles, we can be difficult to see. That's why I love. Are you leaving us, Christine?
Bye,
Love you,
Christine.
girl.
Thank you. Oh my God! Make
thank
sure
you.
Dave gets a picture of you on the back.
Give me that. I want to watch you guys.
Oh,
Go right on the webpage, and you can find right on.
I'll text you because I got you. I'll text you.
All right.
Thank
Bye,
you,
Christine. Have a great day. Ride easy, baby.
We had a
we're
live
smaller,
viewer in the studio today.
We had live
It's a
viewers in the studio.
It's
But-
recorded in front of a live audience.
We're like a quarter of the size of a vehicle, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're harder to see, right? So there's the size can also cause other drivers to misjudge their speed in what does that say? Distance.
Yeah.
So that's the tough part, right? Like you
It
see
is.
us and you think, oh well, they're only this big, so I have all this room to go around them. When in all honesty, you don't. You don't. You need to recognize us as the size of a normal vehicle because that is a motorcycle safety zone.
Yep.
That's the safety zone for us. Is the size of your vehicle, right?
Which size does count? Size
Sure
does matter.
does. Sure
And especially
does.
against motorcycles when it comes to those blind spots that we were talking about. So we can be easily hidden in your blind spots. So
Yeah.
if you hear us, look for us, find us.
Right.
Because if you can hear, we know where your blind spots are. Do you know where they are? I was thinking of doing that one day. Like I was saying, Dave, like if we can maybe down on one of the dirt roads, we can park a car and or somewhere where we maybe one of our viewers has a long driveway that we can use one day. Because I was going to say, come on down, even riders,
Right.
sit in the car and
Let us do a walk around.
see the bike. We'll park
Right.
the bikes in a certain way and see what you need to do to see that bike. But if you can hear us,
Right.
look for us, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's my big thing. When I see somebody who's distracted in a car, I rev my bike and I go like this, like watch what you're doing. My life matters, you know what I mean? Like all bikers matter. And it's the Motorcycle Awareness Month. Like this is what we're trying to educate you guys
Yep.
on doing.
Yep. And there's rules for motorcyclists too, which we're going to talk about next week. So
absolutely.
it's about sharing the road. It's not just about like, all the cars need to go. Ooh, boo, hiss, buy cars. I do that in like every other show, I think. You know,
Does
they
that count
imagine
as
there's a
swearing?
finger there.
Our ticker tocker
It's
counter?
just my little knuckle. It's a little knuckle.
She's
that's-
got a little nub there going on, just saying, for our swear TikToker watcher.
We should have a swear jar.
We'd be rich.
Oh my God.
She'd get rich off of
We'd
me
retire.
if she had a swear jar. My parents tried that stuff when I was a kid, but I think I stole the money. I'm kidding, I did not. But they used to try that. Go ahead.
Always check your blind spots, people.
Yes,
you know?
man.
This one.
Listen,
I know.
believe that?
Yeah.
Common knowledge.
If you're out of blinker fluid, go to. That's the only excuse
Yo, that
you
was
can use.
perfect.
If you do not use that little thingy that goes blinky blinky blinky,
You're out of blinker
you're out
fluid.
of blinker
You need to go
fluid,
change
or
it.
you need to make sure you get used to using that thing. In Florida, I mean, my favorite is the 3-lane crossover.
Yes.
Clearly-
Oh my God.
Clearly out of blinker fluid. It's like
And then, okay, so even when I'm in a car, I notice it, right? Like people don't signal to change lanes.
No.
That's not only dangerous in your vehicle.
with other cars, yeah.
Yeah, it's dangerous all around. Like you shouldn't have to be reminded people to use your blinkers, to have your lights on.
Yep. So that's an important one, I think.
Yeah.
Do not be fooled. Oh, this one is a favorite of mine, and it's true. This is really, you guys, I'm hoping that those that are driving around in cars are like, whoa, you know, and I have some other suggestions too, and I'm sure you do, so we'll try to like speed through this so we can kind of talk about our take on it, is do not be fooled by flashing turn signal on a motorcycle. So it may not be self-canceling. So in our cars, when we blink, 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 and then we turn, it goes blink and shuts off, and we just keep driving along. But a lot
In
of
your car. That does that, right? In your car.
in your car. But a lot of motorcycles don't have self-canceling blinkers, so that turn signal may have just mean that the motorcyclist forgot to turn it off. I know you're going to read it to me in a minute. Wait to be sure the rider is going to turn. So that's an important one, because you may see blinker, 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 but you know what? That rider may not be turning, so that does not give you like an open permission to go swinging around their left or swinging around their right. No. Just kind of hold back and wait. Take a minute.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Just take a breath and take a minute.
So
now,
listen,
what are you laughing
on
at?
mine, first of all, I want to say thank you, Dave Katz is one of our
Hi.
customers.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. He's tuning in. Thank you for your
Oh, my
service.
God.
He is not only a military veteran, he is a retired police officer, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later in the show.
Can't get tickets for swearing.
And we love you, and my butt hates you, but
Yes.
I love you. He brought us a couple of boxes of Krispy Kreme donuts this morning.
They were so good.
They were really good.
The chocolate
I think me and Michelle each had two, but don't tell anybody. That's okay. But we did. We enjoyed them. They were very good.
That was the
Thank
morning
you.
snack. Did
Yes.
we have 2 or 3? No, 2.
Two. We each had two.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway.
I was blind when I was eating the second one.
I know. It was like such a great sugar
I
high.
had a friend who's Portuguese, and she used to go, "This is you, Michelle."
It is how we eat, though.
Yeah.
It is how we eat. So one of the things that I wanted to say about that blinker thing.
Yeah.
On my right, my blinker goes off after I turn, because it's on a timer, I think.
Oh, okay.
But my left never goes off.
So you
I
have
have to visibly be aware of my blinkers.
See?
So
And
that was a great point that you got.
Yeah,
Like
somebody thinking.
my right is on a timer, my left isn't.
Perfect example. Perfect example. And a lot of them are like that. A lot of them aren't self-canceling. You
Right.
know?
Right.
So,
And listen, I
good
found
to know, right?
Yeah, it is good to know.
What'd you
So
find?
I was just gonna
A
go into
donut?
that next one right there.
Oh, okay.
Following distances for motorcycles and motorists.
Yes. Big
So when I
one.
went to Harley Davidson and I took my motorcycle
See you Sunday.
class, we'll be talking about that in a few minutes, Dave, about Sunday. When I went and took my motorcycle class for getting my license here in Florida, I found out that the safety distance between a motorcycle and a vehicle of any type is 6 to 8 seconds. So I think they said 5 to 7.
Mississippi,
So
2
wait,
Mississippi, 3.
what, you know how they told me to test it? The car in front of you goes past the telephone pole.
Yes, and you count
How
it.
many seconds till you reach that telephone pole? That's the distance. And usually when I do that, I'm way too close. I'm usually at 3. And
Yeah.
I have to pull back a little bit on the bike. But if the motorcycle in front of you passes any kind of mile marker, a tree, a bush, a telephone pole, a light, whatever,
Count.
count from the time that motorcycle passes it till you get to it. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. You need to be
Preferably 4 Mississippi.
5, right, you need to be a minimum of 5 away. That gives us enough bumper between the two of us to stop safely.
And I think the law in Florida is like 4,
Yeah.
you know, or
Right.
3. It might be 3, but 5 is really, I mean, and the reason for that is kind of we back up again and talk about like a rider is going to weave around potholes. We're going to speed up. We're going to slow down, depending on what's in our, what's going on in our lane. You know what I mean? We need to make split decisions. In fact, I got a video recording of it, and I wish I've been really working diligently on the helmet cam videos. And,
Okay, good.
And it's just taken more time like that. If we have anybody in the audience that is a video editor that has like tons of spare time that wants to look at some freaking hilarious and wants to just donate their time and help me edit these and get these banged out, let me know, hit me up. But one of the videos that I got was on the highway. There was, cars coming in on the highway, right? And I was with David and a friend of ours, right? And they they made it past. There was a lot of cars merging, but the car that was merging where I was like not having it. He was like, I'm taking that lane, honey, and you're smaller than me and you're gonna move over. So I did. and it was a split decision, a quick decision, and so I moved over, but he still wanted in, he wanted that next lane. So I sped up, and I'm on the highway to get around, and there was a cluster of traffic, but I was probably going about, don't tell the officers that are on duty, but I think I probably sped up to about 85, 90.
To get around that
To
vehicle.
get around, to get out of that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing about the distance. You don't know what we need to do, and
Right.
I love that. That one is,
Crucial.
that's huge.
Crucial. So another thing that we have to be aware of, right, for people in vehicles, we as motorcyclists need to have and cars too, I think should follow this. We need to have two escape routes, so to speak. So if you were to slam on your brakes, I gotta have two ways to get around you. And if I'm in a cluster of cars
Yeah.
and I'm blocked in, I don't have that option.
Yeah.
And as a motorcyclist, we need those options. Because again, if you hit us at 5 miles an hour, we're going down, man. We
going
don't have a
down.
choice.
We are.
We don't have a choice with that, you know?
And that's a great point to make, because it really only takes one vehicle to be, I mean, if all of them, I mean, come on, that would be fabulous, but one vehicle that's kind of sees us and recognizes us and honors us, like we, you know what I mean? We know, like we're
Right, we are
like, oh,
watching
yeah.
everything, yeah.
And so even just that one is gonna
Yeah.
be like super helpful. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, you know, it only takes one to change, to make the change.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, to start that chain reaction.
Mhm.
You know, I'm a firm believer in that, especially, you know, spiritually, right?
Yeah.
It only takes that one to start that change.
Yep.
So, you know, the next time you're out in your vehicle and you see a motorcyclist, think about some of the things we talked about today.
Mhm.
Think about their safety bumper.
Mhm.
Think about how much room do they really need to get around me?
Mhm.
You know, am I in their escape route, right?
Mhm.
You know, and if there's ever a point where you think we don't see you, honk the horn.
Yeah.
We rev our bike to let you know we're there. Honk your horn so we know you're coming too. But believe me, most motorcyclists are at that 360.
Yeah.
I always know what's all the way around me on my bike.
Me too.
Always.
Do you have any suggestions for people in cages? I have one, and mine would be teach your children early. When you're taking those road trips and you're taking those, and do you remember that thing we used to do, like punch buggy red, punch buggy blue? Like teach your children to look for motorcycles out on the road, count motorcycles, find the motorcycles.
Yeah. Look at the plates on the motorcycles instead of the cars.
Yeah, and I just want to take a minute. Do you have any suggestions?
No, basically, I was gonna probably say the same thing, you know. The earlier we teach our children to be aware of motorcyclists and to honor the motorcyclist, the better off the world will be.
Yeah.
That's all.
And teach your kids how to look for those bikes. And as we move into our next segment, this hot flash is brought to you by Amy getting
Black
worked
Gosh.
up. Black Gosh. I love that stuff.
I just bought some.
I'm gonna show you, and you may not be able to hear us, but I'm just in between our segments, I want you to take a minute and see if you can spot the motorcycle in this picture. So.
You know what? No, I can't. Are you trying to make it larger?
Yeah, because I
still can't see
don't think anybody can, because I think I set it up wrong, which is nice and funny.
Amy's forehead today. Hi!
Which one is my picture?
Look, my wrinkles are going away.
That stuff works great.
It does work great.
I
Oh,
love
I spotted it.
this. Oh, you did, so
I
it is in
finally
there.
spotted
Yeah.
it. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna move on.
Wow, that took me a lot of time.
Now, we were like purposely looking for it. Like we were looking at a frozen photo.
Right. Right.
Can
And
you-
look, and see how long it took me. See how long it took me to find
Yeah,
it.
I don't know if any of you found it, but isn't that something? I think I'm gonna put that up. So,
I see it.
Oh, okay. Who's this?
Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Good girl.
She's good, right?
Yes.
And speaking of Michelle's, right? So this picture, I'm just keeping it up from last week. There is this
that's
week.
the Michelle
we're
too.
we're extending the
Hey,
babe of the
Michelle,
week.
can you see yourself on screen?
I see it.
Michelle is with us in video on our chat.
We're not having a babe of the week this week. And the reason that we are not going to have a babe of the week this week is because we are going to head out. We're going to get your motor running.
Get out on the highway.
Hey, we're pretty. Maybe we should open a band, right?
And no.
She's like, I still hate that picture. We love that picture.
Love that picture, girl.
I'm gonna put
Love
it
that
up
bike.
every
It's
week
beautiful.
until she says, I love that picture of
That's
me.
right. That's right.
No.
Learn to love yourself, girl. And that motorcycle's beautiful.
We're going to
Be
announce it
proud.
during events, some more information, but we're going to get out on the road this weekend and we're going to ride with babes, we're going to interview babes, and we're going to pick our babe of the week for next week while we're out and about this weekend on the road.
High
Yeah.
five, girl.
Right? So the picture of the babe of the week for next week will actually be a photo that's taken over the weekend. So don't disappoint us, ladies. Don't make us go out and be like the weird queer
Yeah,
girls.
Kat.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
honey,
Kat.
hey, honey. No.
Kat, we're gonna get BJ and all the girls in our park to come out too.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a ladies' ride day. That will be being announced a little bit later on.
Yep.
But I just wanted to kind of skip over that. That's why we spent a little bit more time on our.
Yeah, that's fine.
And motorcycle safety awareness is really
It's
important.
listen, we can't stress it enough, Michelle. We really can't because people are so distracted with everything else that we need to pay more attention. People in vehicles need to pay more attention. Cops need to start ticketing the people on their cell phones.
That's what I think that's
Seriously.
what the governor was saying. Like with this whole new thing, it's like it's about sharing the roadways, and there are going to be some more tickets for motorcyclists. You know what I mean? That you don't usually get. And I know somebody that got one. He may or may not still be watching. But, fortunately he was within that thing. But what I didn't know, and we'll talk about it again next week too, but did you know in the state of Florida that if you are going more than 25 miles an hour over the speed limit, that officer, doesn't matter if you're on a bike or a car, or more than 25 miles over the speed limit, they can take your license and your vehicle. Boom. Gone.
That's a law
On the
in
spot.
Florida.
It's a law in Florida. 25 miles an hour or over.
Well, because that's considered reckless driving.
Yeah, and immediately.
Wow.
Give me your
Get your
license.
license,
Get
get
out of
your
the
car,
vehicle. Give me
done.
the keys.
How long will you lose your license
Good thing
for?
I'm not a cop, because I'll tell you what, I
Do
would
you know
be.
how long?
I would be looking for like split window Corvettes from the 60s.
So let me ask you a question.
Like, give me that car.
Do you
Oh.
lose it forever, or is it?
That we'll have to research. And we'll have
Yeah,
to go
let's
over
research
for-
that.
'cause we're
Dave,
gonna
if
talk
you
about-
know, let us know.
Yeah, Dave, let us know if you know the answer to that.
Yeah, that would
Because,
be great. I'm wondering if it's forever
'cause-
or if it's just.
Because I just learned it last week, so I was like, really?
Oh my
You can't
God,
be
Michelle,
shitting
the
me.
cow road? I'd be done in a minute. Son of a gun, I better not do that no more.
Well, next week we're going to be talking about rider safety. We are going to get
Kim, I
back.
can't open it up on the cow road no more.
Well, just keep it 24 over, right? So, all right. So we're going to go into. I didn't.
Pull the choke.
I didn't
Pull the choke.
accidentally. Okay, I didn't accidentally skip the product of the week. But Amy and I will kind of be doing a little bit of talking while I'm doing it, because the product of the week is actually a service. So we'll have the camera on me doing the service while we're gabbing.
Yeah.
And now it's time for boom. I'm gonna go tell him to pull the
Amy's
choke.
spiritual spin of the week. He knows that. Yeah. See? Dave's trying to start my bike and I'm like, pull a choke, pull a choke, pull a
Really
choke.
tell
I
me.
have an old girl. She's 20 this year and she only has 28,000 miles on her.
She's just a baby.
She's just a little girl.
Just a baby.
So spiritual spin of the week is what in the planets is going on? Because it's been a crazy, emotional. I have so many women calling me. They're all over. Well, first of all, we just got over the new moon, which was May 10th. So that's part of it.
I'm gonna go here since you don't really have. Or do you want to
Okay,
leave this
no,
open?
you go right ahead. Do what
Do
you
you
want
want?
to do.
We'll get a big picture, Amy.
Oh,
How's that?
there you go. That's perfect. So right now, from now until Sunday, is one of the most major planetary alignments for manifestation. Huge planetary alignments for manifestation. And if anybody knows me, I like to manifest stuff.
She's the queen.
And I encourage others to manifest all the time. You know, your thoughts become your words, your words become your actions, and your actions become your destiny.
Can you say that again? I gotta write
Your
that
thoughts become your words, become your actions, becomes your destiny. So if I'm thinking about, oh my God, I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job, I hate this job, I'm not gonna get a new job. I'm gonna stay in a miserable job.
Because you're thinking it, then you say it.
Then you're saying it, so you're giving
Then
it
you
even more
then
power.
you have a shitty
And then you have a
attitude at
shitty
work.
attitude at work. And listen, your destiny is you have a fucking crap job. Crap
Makes
job.
sense.
So I'm a positive thinker. People say that to me all the time, Amy, you're always so positive. I've reconditioned and retrained my brain that the minute a negative thought comes, I've three positives. My sponsor told me that. She said, when you have a negative emotion or a negative feeling, immediately replace it with something that's positive in your life.
3 times. Or
Three.
3 things.
3, not 1.
3 different positives. Oh, I like it.
So I'm getting dressed this morning and I put on a pair of pants and I'm like, oh, I hate these pants. They look terrible on me. Oh, but hang on a minute. You have a beautiful shirt. Your face looks good today. Your hair is phenomenal. You don't have to worry about what a pair of pants looks like because you are boobs up on camera. Right? So that's the way to
Love
do
it. And you just
So
turn it around.
it's really a major part of manifestation. So in the weeks ahead, life will feel a little bit more harmonious because, you know, summer's coming. Everyone gets a little happier in summer, right? It's more magical in summer. Everything's coming into bloom. The synchronicities start being, you become more aware of your synchronicities in life, right? So Jupiter is one of those big rulers. It's luck, it's positivity, it's all that stuff.
I love Jupiter.
And right now, Jupiter is in the ruler of Pisces, which is the water sign, right?
It's my
Yes. It loves being in the water sign. And because it's in there, it's all about the material, creativity. It's all about spiritual blessings. They just shower down on us, right?
Nice.
But we have to be open to receive that, right? So if we're in a positive mindset and we are in a spirit of gratitude, right? And we are recognizing the blessings, like, you know, they're going to come down even more on us at this point in time.
So for how long?
So it's generally from May until I think July.
Okay. Oh,
Let's
that's
say.
a good time frame.
Yeah, until July, the end of July. So for the next 2 months, the next 6 to 8 weeks, we are definitely going, hi Robin, hi Danny. We're all going to be getting those blessings from heaven, right? The Spirit is just going to shine down on us, but we have to be open to it, right? And it says that we need to use this period of time to get in touch with our inner spirits and pursue our greatest hopes and dreams. Start that
sky's the limit.
manifestation, people. Start thinking about those beautiful things you want to be brought into your life. Talk about those beautiful things that are coming. Ooh, Spirit's talking, girl.
Love that.
Think about it. Speak about it. Work towards it. Do the footwork. What you think, what you speak, becomes your actions, and they become your destiny.
Love it.
I am always looking to better Amy. Every single day when I wake up, I say, help me be a better person than I was yesterday.
Yeah, I love that.
And
That's something.
sometimes I fall short, and I'm a douche. I'll admit it. But for the most part, I'm not that way anymore. And it's because I've retrained my brain to look for the blessings and the good in every situation.
Yep.
Right? Like, and if I go through some crap, which I do,
Well, that's part of being human.
it's
but
okay. Yep. So just want to let you guys know that Mercury is going into retrograde.
Oh,
and that's on the
spooky
14th,
time.
which is tomorrow.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you a little something. I want you guys to change your perspective when it comes to Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is everything comes to a stop, right? No contracts, no this, no that. No. Mercury retrograde is about retro, redo,
Oh, okay.
rearrange your furniture, rework some project you were working on. It's going to work.
Do it differently.
Reevaluate the situation that you're in.
Okay.
Change your perspective.
I like
So
that.
I
Love
rearrange
that.
furniture. I weed through my clothing. I reevaluate self.
Mm-hmm.
I always do a reevaluate, rearrange in Mercury retrograde, and guess what? Nothing ever backfires for me on Mercury retrograde anymore because I
Well,
changed
it makes
my
sense.
perspective.
It's about rearranging things. So if you just
Yeah.
kind of step into that energy.
Yeah.
Love it.
I mean, I don't sign contracts.
That's really cool.
I mean, I know better.
But you could re-sign contract or
You-
redo a contract.
Reevaluate the terms of that contract,
Love it.
right? Reevaluate those terms. Rearrange some of the stuff that's in that contract. Go over it with a fine-tooth comb.
Yep.
You know?
Renegotiate.
Right, renegotiate, exactly. And then when it comes out of Mercury retrograde, which I think is like the 28th, it's not too long. It's not too long. But listen, guys, you know, it's all about doing the next right thing and learning how to manifest your own desires. Because let me tell you something, I have manifested the life that I'm living today.
Yeah.
And it is way beyond anything I could have ever thought I could manifest. If that makes any sense.
Totally. Better than you thought.
Yeah. So that's it for
Love
the
it.
spiritual phase
Love it.
today.
Thank you, Amy. That was
Rearrange.
that was
Yes.
amazing.
Slow down and reevaluate.
Okay, I'm gonna have you the product of the week
Okay.
this week.
Dun, 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 dun.
Amy's gonna be like my
I'm gonna
she's
be
gonna set up the
Diana.
cameras for me. But excuse me. The product of the week. Oh shoot.
I don't have a camera.
It fell, so it might have to be re-wiggled or re-kicked. Our poor camera keeps getting its butt kicked. In the sources up in the top left, if you find the video capture,
Webcam shoot.
yeah, try that.
What video capture?
Just
What?
double click it. Double click it. Let me see, and do the little drop down part. This is the tutorial for you all. Kind of gets me ahead of the game, anyways, a little bit. Yeah, and just pick another one. Yeah, pick a different one. Okay, yeah, and say okay with that.
That's me.
Say okay for now.
See?
It might be in a different spot, but yeah, it's in a,
Okay,
okay, now
so I'll
slide
move
it
it.
over,
I
yep.
will.
You're the best.
Look at this, girls. Look at this, Sparky. Amy is doing computer stuff. Uh-oh. I lost it again.
How'd you lose it?
I have no idea. Well, let's try that again. Video capture 1. And,
Okay.
okay. Click OK. I
Um,
don't know, darling.
Maybe that one needs to go away? Yeah, it's under that,
It's under it.
yeah. So, might have been, yeah, delete that, or right click, or,
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
no, on the left, well, yeah. Guess I can do it. I can figure it out.
Okay. So this is the one we want, right?
That's good, yeah.
Okay, so
Oh,
they
but
can
you
see.
can't, no, they can't see that.
You can't
Son
see
of a
it.
bitch.
Some biatch.
Want me to fix it?
You might have to. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't know.
The show's gonna go a little bit longer today, people.
Oh wait, I can see part of it.
Okay, so slide it back over, go, all right, now, whoa. Now, wait a minute, whoa, stop, highlight, click that one again so the box is red, or blue, red. Click that again till, there you go. Red,
Okay.
yep. Now, over on the left-hand side, one of the things up top left will be highlighted.
Yes.
That's the box you're on.
Yep.
Okay, now, touch that, so it's lit up. Now, in the bottom right, there's little arrows, underneath the box.
Right.
Yep, go up. Okay, now slide it. Now go back to your red box, slide it up.
Hang on, guys, I'm really like it.
Okay.
I did it.
Yay!
Oh!
Okay, so today's product is actually a service that I offer here, and this is one of the helmet apparel. This is one of the helmet ponytails. It was braided. This is the one that's on my helmet. I just took the braid out of it. I'm doing rebraiding. So this is good for if you buy like just the smooth, right? So if you buy just the smooth ones, or if you buy a braided one, you didn't really get to see my braid because
There they are. I'm showing them on camera.
well, I had already taken mine out, but it was a little bit fuzzy. It wasn't bad. If you look at the hair, you can see that it's not that bad, but I wanted to show you because I like the tri-braid look, and so I want to try the tri-blade look on my ponytail.
Good.
So this is a great service for if you want to try a different braid. I can do the tri-braid, I can do the regular braid, or I can do a fishbone braid in it. And so if you want a different braid, you can come in and we do the rebraiding service.
Yes.
Or you can, your braid gets a little ratty looking. Now, this has been on my helmet probably for a couple months, right?
Yeah.
And it's still, I mean, if you get it
Beautiful.
smooth,
Yeah.
there's, the way that I have these made are very durable, and I try to take care of the hair. You can bring in a ponytail from
Another person.
but I don't recommend, I can't guarantee how that's gonna work. I know how my stuff works, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so I have this solution that helps smooth the synthetic hair back out. And I'm just gonna do the tri-braid. So I don't know if you wanna set up the camera and then you and I can kind of finish up our show if you want. Prices vary on this. So you can watch me do the tri-braid for myself while Amy and I gap. What do you think? Does that work?
I'm gonna try to
Yeah, if you have any
set
questions,
up your camera.
give me a call.
Oh,
and,
look at that, Michelle.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, girl.
Yeah.
You work it, girl. You work it.
Work it, woo!
So, yeah, Michelle does do those full services on those, and I gotta tell you, I have purple ones on my helmet because I did get a helmet, everybody, and I do have my little thingies on there, and they do go on a ride with me, so that's pretty cool. Mine have yet to even fray the littlest bit.
Yeah, we were
And
talking about that, weren't we?
I have the medium size purple ones on my helmet because, me and purple. Yes. Oh, that smells so good, Michelle.
Isn't that nice?
I love the smell of that.
I love this is the Trust Me products, and the Trust Me products, they can be a little harsh on, like, unless you're reliving the 80s, they can be a little harsh on human hair, but they work phenomenally on the synthetic hair.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how much do you charge for those rebraids?
So the price is going to vary depending
Okay.
on what you have done or what you want. It's also going to vary whether you have a long braid like this one that's getting done, or if you have two pigtails.
Okay.
Traditionally, like generally, if you were just doing a braid, like
Yeah.
not this tri-braid, but if you were just doing a braid,
Mhm.
a single rebraid would be $5 is what I charge. If you were going to do it on a set of pigtails, I give a little bit of a break. So instead of charging $10, since there's two of them, it would be, $8 probably,
Gotcha.
or even $7, depending on my mood, because
Right.
if you're having a service done and I don't have anything else going on,
Yeah, right. I mean, that's good. So the average is very, very inexpensive. That's wonderful. And that
Yeah.
braid's beautiful, Michelle.
thank you. And these can last you, like these are set up for thank you. That was
Yeah.
a nice compliment.
No, it really is. It's like a perfect braid, perfect size, everything.
Thank you.
Like, sometimes when you do a braid, you have like different sized amounts of hair. That's
Oh,
just like, so
pieces,
it makes it weird looking, but it looks great. That's perfect. I don't know if
Thank
y'all
you.
can see that, but it's really, really
Yeah, I
pretty.
hope you can.
Yeah,
We'll
you can.
We'll
That's
we'll
good.
zoom it in after, because
You
I should
can.
have it all done up by the time.
So
the
I think I'm
show's
gonna go
done.
on to my weather, if you
Yeah,
don't mind,
not at
right?
all.
Okay, so, I'm gonna keep the product highlight up.
You can open up your weather.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
I
'cause
didn't
we can
want
bounce
to.
back to this.
Sure we can. Okay, so, oh my God, I'm literally changing scenes on the show. I am so proud of myself.
You're
so
hired.
I'm gonna let you know something. I have had a spiritual block in regards to computers, working on computers. You know, I had to hire a webmaster, blah, 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 blah. So I have been manifesting this block to be removed.
It's working.
And I gotta tell you, I'm
Going
doing
down.
spreadsheets again. While you're down there, boop, boop.
Hey, that's not swearing.
That's not swearing. Yes, we shall. No. Yeah, I've been praying for that spirituality. I've been praying a lot and manifesting that blockage be removed, and I think that it is working. So, yay, Amy. So anyway, this is the weekend weather. Friday, all weekend it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be 81, which is perfect riding weather. This past weekend was a little hotter than that, like in the 90s, and it was hot. It was hot on the bike. It was hot at Earl's. It was just hot. Mother's Day was really good, but this weekend we're looking at 80s, 81 all weekend. Friday got that chance of Florida afternoon rain, but Saturday and Sunday is really good with like less than 10% chance.
Oh,
right?
awesome.
So we have a great riding weekend, which is really, really fun. Because we have some great stuff happening this weekend.
Yeah.
Michelle is gonna.
Hi! Boop! Hoo! Oh. No.
I love you. She came right up. That's so cool.
I'm out of breath.
Okay, so she's gonna do the come up with some weekend events, right? It's
Yeah.
about that time.
Oh, it's about that time. I'll
I'm
tell you
sorry.
what. There is first and foremost, we have this amazing ride coming up this weekend.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's going to be Sunday.
Yes, that's Sunday.
And that is, I have my,
You have somewhere. You have it somewhere?
yeah, because that's too small for me to see,
Okay.
even with my
I don't
Googles
know
on.
where it
Oh, here's
is.
my.
Yep, this is it. This is it. This is your other reader. Nope, that's safety systems. Did I not print it? Here you go.
Ah,
Is that it?
what's that event that's going on? No, okay.
Is that it though?
Yeah. So,
Oh, okay.
So you know, here's the thing too. So, I have no idea why I just squished our screen, but I did, like a weirdo.
Okay. What is going on? Okay.
It's the retrograde. It's the redo. I'm gonna redo it. So, May is also, it's also law enforcement month. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so
So-
motorcycle safety awareness and law enforcement awareness.
Yep. So it's like, and that's a month like where we honor our law enforcement officers, fallen heroes, and those that are out there in the front lines, helping to defend our freedoms. You know, and I think a lot of people are starting to realize that. You know, and not being so hard on our officers. My son's an officer, so it's very, very close to my heart because
Absolutely.
much respect to those who, you know, when they get up and go out to work in the morning, listen to this. They don't know if that's the last time they're kissing their family goodbye, and that's the truth. That's a true statement. We come out, yeah, I mean, that's true, like none of us really know, but we're not risking so much, like, you know, like creating our crafts and doing our show. You know what I mean? These men and women, they're out there. So Sunday, the Blue Angels PSMC, and most of them are retired retired officers or motorcycle club, and they are amazing. If you look on our website, you'll see some pictures. We have some great guys out in Port St. Lucie. They come in, they're amazing guys, and I think some of them are even ambulance, you know, the EMTs and whatnot.
Yep.
So
our donut dude is part of this too.
yes, love it. Oh
Thanks,
my God,
babe.
they were so. I'm looking at them right
Stop
now. And there's
looking
one
at
that's
it.
got my name on it, and I'm gonna finish this up so that we can get going and eating. So Sunday, May 16th, 2021, kickstands up 10 a.m. and they're going to do this law enforcement memorial ride. It's $10 a person. 5,000 West Midway Road, Fort Pierce, Florida. Okay. Amy and I believe we're going to go on it. At least Amy will be on it. I'm going on a ride Saturday, so with me and my abate, I'm going to really kind of get my body, I'm going to do it. But if I'm not there, that's why I'm like at home going, ooh.
Right.
Because Saturday, we are going to do, oh, it didn't come up? Oh, it did. Oh, thank you. So it's a Biker Babe Ride Day. So what? Woo! Amy and I are going to have our helmet cams on. If you have helmet cams, you put them on too. We're going to meet here at the shop. I think we're going to come in a little bit early. Maybe we'll have like an hour
We'll open
beforehand.
at 10. We'll have coffee and beverages. Maybe some donuts.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
And, any ladies that come in on any of the Saturdays that we're here before we ride, it's not a sales day, but listen, 10% off for you if you want to purchase anything. If you need one of these cool ass, ponytails for your helmet for the ride. We're going to take a ride up to Earl's, and I think we're going to have a secret stop on the way where we may end up on a famous person's TikTok, maybe.
Yes!
And we're going to be out on the hunt for our next week's Babe of the Week, but we're also getting some footage. So if you come on out, ladies, you will be featured. You'll have the opportunity to be featured on our show because we're going to be getting some footage of these ladies riding. And kickstands up 11:30 a.m. 1170 Oslo Road in Vero, and we hope to see you there. So,
did you give that? I don't remember you doing that.
Yes, 5,000 West Midway Road, Fort Pierce is the law enforcement memorial ride, and I did give that one. That's okay.
I didn't hear that because I know I was talking to Dave about that law enforcement memorial ride. I'm so glad he brought it to our attention because we love the local events.
Yeah.
And they're actually doing like a safety something before the kickstands up. He was saying, like a safety briefing. What the heck's that?
Oh, cool.
Where
we'll
they
probably
go
do it.
over,
Yeah.
Is it like maybe they go? I'm asking because I don't know. So what do you think? It's like going over the route.
It could be one of two things. A safety briefing is traditionally where they go over like what for new riders, where the new riders are going to go, what to expect. Things like that, which we will do with our group, even if it's small, because you got to know what everybody else is doing when you're out on the road. It could also be, because it's Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month, it may just be going over the rider safety tips. It might be going over that. I don't know. Maybe David could probably better explain that in the group or on our page.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So I know we went a little over today. Yeah, I want to just thank you all for watching. This is one of the braids. I'm gonna get the other two done.
Look at that.
So if you see me, I got the whole predator look going on.
You do, man.
All the things flying around. I'm telling you.
I sound like Chewbacca.
I love it. That's what they'll be doing. Love it.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Hey, listen, Saturday.
Yeah,
11.
Saturday.
Kickstands up 11:30. Come down, see us. 1170 Oslo Road. Come on, girls.
Peace.
Ciao, Bellas.